Good afternoon, and welcome to the Excellence in Broadcasting Awards for 2004. The Excellence in Broadcasting Awards is sponsored by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association to recognize outstanding achievement by Wisconsin radio and television broadcasters. The competition was established to encourage the highest standards of reporting, community service, and production creativity. It brings the ultimate prize, peer recognition, to members of the broadcast industry in Wisconsin. We also wish to take this opportunity to thank those who have helped to make today's program possible. American Transmission Company, ATC, which owns, operates, constructs, and maintains the transmission system that provides the reliable, affordable electricity we rely on daily. ATC keeps the lights on and the business running. And Wood Communications, providing communication solutions for the real world, developing strategies, designing communications, delivering solutions. To ensure the broadest participation and recognize the widest range of accomplishments, the WBA Awards Committee has created 13 different news, sports, community and public affairs, and production award categories for each of 3 market sizes in both radio and television. Today's presentation recognizes the best of Wisconsin radio and television broadcasting in those categories. Our first category is Spot News. In Spot News, medium market television, the Best of 2004 award goes to WBAY-TV Green Bay for Fox Valley flooding, an effort of the entire news team at WBAY-TV. In Spot News, small market television, the Best of 2004 award goes to WSAW-TV Wausau for Residents React to Flooding, Jessica Gall, photojournalist, Justin Ware, reporter. In Spot News, major market television, the Best of 2004 is WISN-TV Milwaukee for Power Tower Sabotage, an effort of the WISN-TV 12 news team.
Let's head right out to 12 News reporter John Atwater, who's live at the airport. John?
And Kai, Mike, most of the power here at the airport is out tonight. There are no flights leaving Mitchell International at this hour. You can take a look around here. There's a lot of delays, a lot of people stranded here in ticketing of the airport. You'll notice a few lights are still on. That is the emergency lighting for situations like this. But as you can see behind me here, the emergency screeners, those machines not working because there is no power here at the airport.
In Spot News, small market radio, the Best of 2004 award is a tie. A Best of 2004 award goes to WRJO-FM Eagle River for Tribal Elections, Ken Anderson, reporter. And a second Best of 2004 award goes also to WRJO-FM for Vilas County Trails, Ken Anderson, reporter. In Spot News, large market radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WTMJ Radio Milwaukee for June Twister, produced by WTMJ News. In Spot News, medium market radio, the Best of 2004 is WFDL-FM Fond du Lac for Water, Water Everywhere, Greg Stensland, reporter.
Mary Cross says it's the worst flooding in Fond du Lac that she's seen in nearly 30 years. Cross says when she left for work this morning, there was a little bit of water at the end of the street near the Fond du Lac River. Cross lives at 99 South Street on the north end of Fruth Field and says it didn't take long for the water to reach her house.
You can see the river. It's right at level with the sandbags. You know, so if it comes over the sandbags, this is just going to come in more.
How deep is it right here?
Well, should we find out?
No, let's not find out.
I'd say it's probably about
2 feet?
Well, yeah, maybe 1.5 feet down in the center over there.
Our second category is Hard News Story. Hard News, medium market television, the Best of 2004 is WFRV-TV Green Bay for Maloney Murder Case Re-Examined, Olga Haliburda, reporter, Brian Shima, photographer. In Hard News, small market television, the Best of 2004 is WQOW-TV Eau Claire for Heartstarter, Coach Saved, Karen Kraus, reporter. In Hard News, major market television, the Best of 2004 award goes to WTMJ-TV Milwaukee for Skipping Out, Scott Friedman, reporter, Ray Lapine, photographer, Paul Balistreri, editor.
In Milwaukee, the city is so strapped for money. Right now, there's talk of cutting back on basic services like trash collection.
With that in mind, you won't believe what Investigation 4 has discovered. Our Scott Friedman joins us now with an exclusive report about the city giving money to people who haven't paid their property taxes. Scott?
Well, Mike, imagine skipping out on your property taxes and having the city send you some money instead. Sounds unbelievable, but it's exactly the deal almost 300 Milwaukee landlords have worked out for themselves.
In hard news story, Major Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WUWM-FM Milwaukee for Girl Scouts Behind Bars. Annalise Hensel, reporter, editor. In hard news story, Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2004 is KFIZ Radio Fond du Lac for Within a Whisper. Mark Morris, reporter. In hard news story, Small Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WPDR Radio Portage for Portage Bomb Threat. Susan Gamble, reporter.
There was a bomb threat today on an Amtrak passenger train in Portage, and all of the passengers have been evacuated. Columbia County Sheriff Steve Rowe told WPDR News the railroad received 2 calls. There was a bomb on board.
The first call that it received, the train was going through Juneau County. And the second call was received by Sauk County, the dispatch center. It came off from cellular phones that there was a bomb on board. The train got to Portage. As you can see, was offloaded. All the passengers were offloaded in Portage, approximately 300 passengers.
The train was moved to a rural area in the county where it would be safer in case there is a bomb on board.
And the whole railroad line has been shut down, just in case there is a bomb.
Our third category is feature story. In feature, Medium Market Television, the Best of 2004 award goes to WISC-TV Madison for Urban Chicken. Joel Despain, reporter, Don Cady, photojournalist. In feature, Major Market Television, the Best of 2004 award goes to WISN-TV Milwaukee for Tornado Victim Rebuilds. Mike Anderson, reporter, John Lazarevic, photographer. In feature, Small Market Television, the Best of 2004 award goes to WXOW-TV La Crosse for Slippers. Amy DuPont, reporter, Mark Bronson, photographer.
The small town of Viroqua may not be the first place you would look for ballroom dancing, but if you happen to stroll down Main Street, you'll find Slippers,
Side together, forward.
Where people
Side
trade in their
together,
work
forward.
boots for dancing shoes. Believe it or not, this ballroom used to be Peterson Motors. The building sat empty for years until last year when Julie McCoy peeked inside.
I walked in and saw this tin ceiling and my mouth dropped and I could see it be a complete dance studio.
In feature story, Major Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WERN-FM Madison for Laser Monks. Brian Bull, reporter, producer. In feature, Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2004 is WCLO Radio, Janesville, for Performing Arts Center dedication. Stan Stricker, reporter. In feature, Small Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WGLR-FM Lancaster for a grand excursion in Cassville. Ed Witt, reporter.
That's the sound of a calliope whistling a happy tune aboard the paddle wheeler Julia Bell Swain as it heads north up the Mississippi River. The boat floated by a crowd of onlookers basking in sunshine at Riverside Park in Cassville. They were on hand for the grand excursion, recreating the journey riverboats first made 150 years ago to usher the arrival of the railroad in the Mississippi Valley. Victoria Olds was dressed in a period costume for the occasion. Members of her family came to Wisconsin and settled with Governor Henry Dodge.
I've always heard the family stories and kind of grown up with history, and this area is a lot richer in our nation's history than a lot of people probably realize.
Our fourth category is mini documentary or series. In mini documentary or series, Small Market Television, the Best of 2004 award goes to WEAU-TV Eau Claire for Angelina's Mother. Lee Heike, reporter, Hannah Swanson, videographer. In mini-documentary or series Medium Market Television, the best of 2004 is WBAY TV Green Bay for Deaf to Danger. Natalie Arnold, writer-reporter, Steve Cady, photographer-editor. In mini-documentary or series Large Market Television, the best of 2004 is WISN TV Milwaukee for Robert Henry. Colleen Henry, reporter, Carrie Edwards, photographer.
Well, it was a video that sparked public controversy. A police officer shoving a suspect in a booking room, then flexing his own muscles.
The controversy exploded when the city granted him lifetime disability after he claimed fallout from the incident left him too stressed to work. It's left some city officials trying to change the law. Reporter Colleen Henry traveled to Florida to talk with the officer for this 12 News investigation.
It was a year ago that Milwaukee police officer Robert Henry stood at the center of a firestorm. He'd already made headlines after a camera captured this booking room confrontation. Henry walked around the counter, threw the suspect against the wall, wrestled him to the table, then flexed his muscles.
In mini-documentary or series Small Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WTCH Radio Shawano for Talking to Rhodes, Doug Erdman, news director. In mini-documentary or series Medium Market Radio, the best of 2004 is WIZM Radio La Crosse for Gay Series, Mitch Reynolds, reporter. In mini-documentary or series Major Market Radio, the best of 2004 award goes to WERN-FM Madison for Mom and Dad Growing Old. Mike Simonson, Chuck Brand, Gil Halstead, Patty Murray, Brian Bull, Mary Jo Wagner, and Chuck Quirmbach, reporters.
Here at the Ellie Phillips Senior Center in Eau Claire, seniors gather every day for lunch, classes, or to play cards. Diane Ryan comes here to meetings or to learn about senior issues since she works as a regional aging planner. Right now, though, it's her own mom, Rita, she's worried about. She lives almost 600 miles away in Ohio. 80-year-old mom still drives, but probably shouldn't, since her daughter says she has some signs of dementia, a severe hearing loss, and underwent shoulder surgery this week. She insists she'll still drive even if someone else has to shift for her. It's very frustrating to Diane, who was a passenger when her mom turned the wrong way on a busy Ohio roundabout and was pulled over by police.
Our fifth category is feature-length documentary. In feature-length documentary Major Market Television, the best of 2004 is WMVS-TV Milwaukee for Milwaukee's River West neighborhood. Dan Jones, producer, Henry Reed, editor. In feature-length documentary Small Market Television, the best of 2004 award goes to WKBT-TV La Crosse for 50 years of WKBT. Aaron Koskovich, producer. In feature-length documentary Medium Market Television, the best of 2004 goes to WISC-TV Madison for Madison 53701. Dan Smith and Gina Smith, producers. Sandy Kowal, videographer. Tucker Boyd, editor.
So what did Nolan say when he got to Madison? I think you can summarize it in a single word: wow.
He didn't put the isthmus here between two sparkling lakes.
Oh no, it was not a love fest. There was a lot of tension in the room.
He didn't put the state capitol here over 150 years ago.
Can't have it both ways. There's going to have to be some accommodation.
We didn't put the university here.
The misconceptions about downtown Madison are unfortunately not few and far between. There are way too many of them.
We're tremendously lucky as a city.
I seem to be putting people on waiting lists more than I'm putting people into programs.
Put 5 Madisonians in a room and there's 7 opinions on something?
In feature-length documentary Small Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WRJO-FM Eagle River for LZ Reflections. Mary Jo Berner, creator, producer. In feature-length documentary Medium Market Radio, there were no entries in this category. In feature-length documentary Large Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WISN Radio Milwaukee for Your Decision 2004. Jason Fisher, reporter.
Welcome to Your Decision 2004, an in-depth look at Wisconsin's primary election. Factual, fair, and balanced coverage on News Talk 1130 WISN. Now, here's your host, Jason Fisher.
The battleground is set. Good evening. Your Decision 2004 includes 99 races for state assembly, more than a dozen state senate races, 8 congressional races, and one of our 2 U.S. Senate seats up for election. Tonight, along with WISN 12 and the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association, we'll look at the big contest, the candidates, and the issues.
Our 6th category is Best Locally Originated Newscast. In Best Locally Originated Newscast for Small Market Television, the best of 2004 is WAOW-TV Wausau for Newsline 9 at 6.
On the coverage you can count on tonight, reactions from those who watched President Bush's speech in Marathon Park this afternoon. But first, if you didn't get a chance to be there, we'll take you there. Now on Newsline 9 at 6.
From TV 9 and 34, it's the coverage you can count on. Newsline 9 at 6.
Central Wisconsin plays host to the president as he tries to pick up votes in this battleground state. Good evening, I'm Mark Baker.
And I'm Melissa Langben. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. Well, we begin with the heart of the message that President Bush brought to the Wausau area.
For more on this, we are going to join now by Newsline 9's Pam Morkey from Marathon Park, where the speech was made.
In Best Locally Originated Newscast Medium Market Television, the best of 2004 is WBAY-TV Green Bay. Action 2 News at 5.
This is Action 2 News at 5. Coverage you can count on.
The bottom line is that I made the wrong choice.
The state's top cop apologizes for driving drunk.
2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005.
As the Dodge County Sheriff releases this videotape showing her sobriety tests. Peg Lautenschlager's DWI arrest and apology is our top story tonight on Action 2 News at 5. And good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. The state's attorney general says she's sorry for driving drunk and says it will not happen again.
Peg Lautenschlager pleaded guilty to operating a vehicle while intoxicated today, and she issued a formal public apology. It comes on a day when the tape of her arrest is released to the public.
In Best Locally Originated Newscast Major Market Television, the best of 2004 is WTMJ-TV Milwaukee for the 10 o'clock report.
With more local news, the 10 o'clock report starts now.
Utter devastation. Buildings demolished. Cars flipped on their sides. One house blown right off its foundation. Deadly storms and twisters tore through Wisconsin last night, leaving behind a path of destruction. Damage estimates are already in the millions.
Good evening, everyone. The very latest on the storm damage in just a moment, but first, 2 breaking news stories. The first is at 32nd and Hampton, where a 4-alarm fire is burning at an empty warehouse. This is the Kaiser Warehouse Complex. There is no word on a cause. We will keep you updated. Also tonight, word that another Wisconsin soldier has died in Iraq. Army Sergeant Charles Kaiser was with the 330th Military Police Division.
In Best Locally Originated Newscast Small Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WBKV Radio, West Bend.
Well, good Monday morning, everyone. We have 52 degrees in West Bend on our way to a high today of 82. I'm Judy Steffes. Washington County recorded its 10th fatal accident of the year on Sunday. Happened just after 6:30 in the evening. A 91-year-old Pewaukee man crossed the center line on Highway 164, veered into oncoming traffic. Paul Roll was pronounced dead at the scene. 2 motorists and another vehicle were treated for non-life-threatening injuries. The accident happened just north of Highway 167.
In Best Locally Originated Newscast Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WCLO Radio Janesville for Rock County Morning News.
This is the CNN Radio Network.
Rock County's most complete news coverage continues with Steve Benton at the WCLO Newsroom.
Good morning. The flu vaccine shortage has local seniors feeling a little flushed. A long line gathered yesterday for another flu immunization clinic in the Beloit area. Just one day before, hundreds were turned away from another clinic after it ran out of the vaccine. The latest clinic was held at Osco Drug on the city's west side. Fran Frusen was among those waiting in line.
Well, I think it's a disgrace that they force senior citizens to scratch around and run from post to post to get a much-needed vaccine to protect them.
In Best Locally Originated Newscast Major Market Radio, the best of 2004 is WTMJ Radio Milwaukee for Wisconsin's Morning News.
News on the Hour starts now.
It's 7 o'clock, 4 days until the election, and the presidential race in Wisconsin is tighter than ever.
You could be staying up very late on election night. In this state, may be a reason why. We have team coverage in the final hours of Campaign 2004.
I'm Rob Hart, live in the newsroom. That's because this state is too close to call. The latest Badger poll of likely voters puts President Bush in the lead, 48% to John Kerry's 45%. Independent Ralph Nader is polling at 3%. 2% are undecided.
Our seventh category is Best Use of Video on Television and Best Use of Audio on Radio. In Best Use of Video Medium Market Television, the best of 2004 is a tie between Wisconsin Public Television for 100th Anniversary of Wildlife Refuges, Kathy Beeson, Executive Producer, and WISC TV Madison for Mr. Thompson Goes to Washington, Katie Sy, reporter, Jay Olson, photographer. In Best Use of Video Major Market Television, the best of 2004 is WDJT-TV Milwaukee for Halloween Disturbance, Eric Jensen, photographer. In Best Use of Video Small Market Television, the best of 2004 is WKBT-TV La Crosse for Not Just for Kids Anymore, Jason Stussy, photographer.
Yeah! Nice kick! This is our adult kickball league. Hey! Brand new this year, 2004.
I thought it was kind of strange.
A lot of us grew up with this game playing in elementary school and probably would never thought we'd be in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 60s out here playing kickball. It actually takes a lot of strategy where to kick the ball and some of the interesting rules that we do have. There's a line from first to third base that the players can't cross until the ball's kicked. So it kind of gives you the kicker a little bit of advantage if you're able to bunt the ball.
In Best Use of Audio Small Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WGLR-FM Lancaster for JFK, Celebrating the Spirit of America Tour comes to Lancaster. Doug Wagon, writer, producer, reporter. In Best Use of Audio Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WHBY Radio Appleton for Kerry Rally, Ed Walters, reporter. In Best Use of Audio for Major Market Radio, the Best of 2004 is WMGN-FM Madison for Reagan Tribute, Paul Blair, writer, producer.
Your dreams, your hopes, your goals are going to be the dreams, the hopes, and the goals of this administration, so help me God.
You got the camera running?
Yes.
All right. I hate to waste this good material on a dead camera.
Young Irish guide was taking us through the old ancient cemetery, and we came to one tombstone, and he proudly pointed out, and the tombstone was inscribed, "Remember me as you pass by, for as you are, so once was I. But as I am, you too will be, so be content to follow me."
Our eighth category is editorial or commentary. In editorial commentary for television, the Best of 2004 is WMVS-TV Milwaukee for Meanwhile, Back on the Fringe, Rick Horowitz, commentator.
Yeah, hello. Good evening. We're calling from Wisconsin for Nader headquarters. I'd like to ask you a couple of questions. Yeah, that's right. Wisconsin for Nader. We're doing kind of a survey. Did you happen to see the debate last night? Yeah. And what did you think of it? Did you really? Yeah, that was pretty strange. And didn't you think Ralph was just great? Well, no, not actually in the room, but he was pretty close, and he made that really strong case afterward. Did you happen to see that? No, see, that's just what they want you to think.
In editorial or commentary for radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WOLX-FM Madison for honoring Les Paul, Lindsay Wood Davis, writer, Fletcher Keys, editor, producer.
Hi, this is Lindsay Wood Davis, Vice President and General Manager here at Triple M. I want you to think of your favorite recording, your favorite group, your favorite radio station. I think we know the answer to that one. Okay, what if I told you that none, and I mean none of those, could exist without the work of just one guy? And that one guy is going to be in Madison tonight. Here at Triple M, we like to say it's about the music, and we mean it. But essentially none of the music that we play would be here at all without the pioneering work of Les Paul.
Our ninth category is sports reporting. In sports reporting small market television, the Best of 2004 is WKBT-TV Lacrosse for Not Just for Kids Anymore. Jason Stussy, writer, photographer. In sports reporting major market television, the Best of 2004 award goes to WTMJ-TV Milwaukee for Tiger Hunt. Lance Allen, reporter. Jim Angeli, photographer. In sports reporting medium market television, the Best of 2004 is WMTV Madison for Like Mother, Like Son. Steve Weissman, reporter. Jeremy Nichols, photojournalist.
His name may be Wesley Matthews Jr., but his game is second to none.
He can do whatever he wants to do on a basketball court. I mean, it's totally up to him, where the highest level is going to be that he plays. He's a tremendous basketball player, and he does just about everything for our team.
With skills like this, you can see why every coach in America wants Wes, but although he's a high flyer on the court, his mom keeps him well grounded off it.
It's been my mom who's been there at every game. Coached me, yelled at me on the free throw line during the game.
One more, baby. Yes! 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 Yeah!
In sports reporting medium market radio, the Best of 2004 is WCUB Radio Manitowoc for John Meet Diane, a lifesaver. Dan Diker, reporter. In sports reporting major market radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WTMJ Radio Milwaukee for Green and Gold Christmas. John Jagler, reporter. In sports reporting small market radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WTCH Radio Shawano for Favre continues to excel on field with off-field tragedies. Kurt Mayer, sports director.
Green Bay Packers quarterback Brett Favre continues to punctuate his NFL Hall of Fame career despite tragedies off the field. Last December, Favre's father Irv passed away from a heart attack in Mississippi. Brett played the next day in the Packers game against Oakland. Green Bay won 41-7. Earlier this month, Favre's brother-in-law Casey Tynes passed away from an ATV accident in Mississippi. And on October 14th, Brett found out that his wife Deanna is battling breast cancer. So how can Favre play so well despite the problems off the field?
I take tremendous amount of pride in what I do. Always have.
Our 10th category is Community Affairs Activity. In Community Affairs Activity, medium market television, the Best of 2004 award goes to WMTV Madison for NBC 15's Share Your Holidays, an effort of the entire NBC 15 staff. In Community Affairs Activity Small Market Television, the Best of 2004 award goes to WXOW-TV Lacrosse for CMN Medley. Karen Kvitic, producer, videographer. In Community Affairs Activity Major Market Television, the Best of 2004 is WDJT-TV Milwaukee for MDA Telethon, produced by Samantha Scholbarack and the entire WDJT staff.
I'm Barb Bry.
I'm Corbin Bry.
We need your help as we race for a cure.
I'm very, optimistic about it, and I think it's just a great thing that they'll go out and give money to such a great cause.
if everybody helps a little bit, it makes a huge difference because we are running out of time.
The diseases are defects in genes and genetics. Trying to understand what happens during early development, not just in finding the first cure, but improving the cure so that people have even less problems with the disease.
In community affairs activity Major Market Radio, the Best of 2004 is a tie. A Best of 2004 award goes to WTMJ Radio Milwaukee for Teddy Bear Patrol, Jonathan Green, Diana Paul, and the entire staff of the Marketing and Promotions Department of WTMJ. And a Best of 2004 award also goes to WOLX-FM Madison for the world's largest breakfast, Randy Lucas, producer. In community affairs activities Small Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WBKY-FM Toma for H2O To Go Relief Fund, Steve Peterson, creator-producer. In community affairs activity Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WCLO Radio Janesville for Rock County United Way, an effort of the entire WCLO staff. Tim Bremmel, producer.
What matters to United Way? The lives that are changed matter. The communities that are shaped matter. Here's a true story of your United Way dollars at work.
A United Way funded agency went to a local classroom to teach the students about epilepsy and what they should do if a classmate showed symptoms of a seizure. At the end of the presentation, a little girl raised her hand and said,
"Only my mom and my teacher know this, but now I'm not afraid to share it with my friends. I have seizures."
The kids in the class rallied around her and said, "It's okay. We know what to do if you have a seizure." Knowledge takes away fear and fosters understanding. Knowledge and self-esteem are what matters.
Please make a donation to United Way to fill the needs and teach the skills to build a better future. Call 608-757-3040. United Way of North Rock County, where your donation stays local.
Our 11th category is Public Service Announcement. In Public Service Announcement Small Market Television, the Best of 2004 award goes to WXOW-TV La Crosse for Amy's Mom, Brian Voigt, producer-editor, Chris Stauffer, producer-writer. In Public Service Announcement Major Market Television, the Best of 2004 is WTMJ-TV Milwaukee for TMJ4 Blood Drive Challenge, Chris Barton, producer-photographer. In Public Service Announcement Medium Market Television, the Best of 2004 is WMTV Madison for Take Your Brat to Work Day, Daryl Markwart, producer, photographer, editor.
I want my pinky! All gone. Nope, Dad went potty. I'm the boss. I'm the boss.
What is this child doing in here?
Sorry, boss, but I had to bring him to work. It's Take Your Brat to Work Day.
Drive through NBC 15's parking lot on the morning of May 27th, and for just $1, you can take your brat to work. Get an extra 1 or 3 for your boss, and she might just forgive you for last year's incident involving a binky, the mailroom, and the fire department.
In Public Service Announcement Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WJVL-FM Janesville for Curfew PSA, Ken Scott, Austin Riggs, and Justin Brown, writers, producers. In Public Service Announcement Major Market Radio, the Best of 2004 is WTMJ Radio Milwaukee for Arts Test, Miller Lite Ride for the Arts, Jim Gillis, writer, producer, talent. In Public Service Announcement Small Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WRJO-FM Eagle River for Forward Service PSA Series, Jeff Litcher, producer, editor.
How come you haven't cleaned up the garage yet? You are so lazy.
Well, I didn't know what you wanted me to get rid of.
Don't use that tone with me. I'm your mother, and you will show me respect.
And if you don't show your mother or me respect, then I will make you show us respect.
I'm not your slave. I'm your son. I'll show you respect when you show me some.
Don't walk away from us. We're your parents. And where do you think you're going?
I told you last week I was going to this party.
What is the world coming to? Children these days don't even show their parents respect.
Respect.
Respect is a powerful word that can go both ways.
So if you want us to act like adults,
then don't treat us like children.
Remember, we're the next generation of adults.
This message brought to you by the Forward Service Corporation's Upward Bound program.
Our 12th category is promotional announcement. In promotional announcement, medium market television, the Best of 2004 award goes to WBAY TV Green Bay for Deaf to the Danger. Pamela Jessen, producer-editor, Steve Cady, photographer. In promotional announcement, large market television, the Best of 2004 is WTMJ-TV Milwaukee for Internet Predators. Clark Barton and Greg Schroffnagel, writers, Clark Barton, editor. In promotional announcements, small market television, the Best of 2004 is WXOW-TV La Crosse for We Are. Chris Stauffer, writer-producer, Mitch Moths, editor-producer.
At News 19, we are your hometown team. To us, that means more than just news stories. It means we are committed to involvement in our community. Whether it's a local run walk, the ringing of a Salvation Army bell, our involvement in the annual CMN broadcast, or another local event, whenever we can, your hometown team is there. Yes, you've come to rely on us for your local news, sports, and accurate weather forecasts, but we know it means more than that. At News 19, we are your hometown team.
In promotional announcements, small market radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WGNV-FM Millador for Bible Quiz, Ring. Mark Bystrom, writer-producer, Todd Christopher, talent. In promotional announcement, medium market radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WZOR-FM Appleton for Leinenkugel's Honey Roll Money, Ross Maxwell, producer. In promotional announcement, major market radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WIBA Radio Madison for Your Severe Weather Station, Dave McCann, producer.
When the weather is at its worst,
getting very dark right now across the western half of Dane County,
we're at our best.
National Weather Service Doppler radar indicating a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado.
Keeping you informed.
We now have a tornado warning for all of Dane County, including the city of Madison.
Number one, where are you? And number two, what do you see?
Well, Josh, number one, I am in the town of Madison. I'm standing in the parking lot of the municipal building, and the answer to your second question, what I see is a lot of damage.
We are joined now by Steve Krause. He is the spokesman for Madison Gas and Electric.
We're looking at probably around 2,000 customers that are out of service now.
We go northbound is also closed. Whitney Way northbound at Mineral Point Road is closed.
I'm joined now on the phone by Madison's mayor.
We'll be taking care of that throughout the evening to ensure public safety.
Ray Penny with Dane County Emergency Management.
We're trying to get kind of the same information that you're trying to get, so we're listening to you guys just as you're trying to get information from us.
When the weather is at its worst, depend on News Talk 1310 WIBA.
Our final category is commercial announcement. In commercial announcement, medium market television, the Best of 2004 award goes to WMTV Madison for Looks Like You Need Some Action for Action Plumbing. Norm Lorenz, producer, Daryl Markward, photographer-editor, Pete Calgaro, graphics, and Paul Nemec, talent. In commercial announcement, major market television, the Best of 2004 award goes to WTMJ-TV Milwaukee for Phase Pins. Tara Clark, producer, Paul Balistreri, photographer. In commercial announcement, small market television, the Best of 2004 is WKBT-TV La Crosse for Pimp Your Ride. Chad Busta, producer.
DCS Auto Accessories and Customizing.
In commercial announcement, major market radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WHIT-FM Madison for Will Kill Carpenter Ants. Paul Blair, writer-producer. In commercial announcement, small market radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WBEV-FM Beaver Dam for Glacier Rock Forms. John Kraft, writer, producer. In commercial announcement, Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2004 award goes to WZOR-FM Appleton for Third Dimension Halloween. Patrick McGill, producer. Tsushima, writer. Patrick McGill and Tsushima, talent.
Hello?
Have you ever seen a scary tattoo?
What? Who is this?
That doesn't matter, Missy. Just answer the question.
Well, yeah, my friend Brent got a weird-looking skull once.
No, not like that. One that's oozing and scabby in need of serious medical attention.
Ew, no!
Well, you're about to.
Come to Third Dimension for tattoos and body piercings that aren't scary, well, unless you want them to be. On October 29th and 30th, all scary or spooky-style tattoos are 20% off, and all piercings are only $30. And don't worry about your piercing turning into something from a horror show. The Third Dimension staff is educated in the fine art of body piercing with hospital-grade sterilization, high-quality jewelry, and easy-to-follow aftercare. Stop in and check out the jewelry sale going on throughout October. At Third Dimension, appointments are preferred, but walk-ins are welcome. Call 920-733-4465 to make your appointment today, and watch yourself out there.
He's still on the loose.
Thank you for joining us for the 2004 Excellence in Broadcasting Awards. Once again, we would like to thank the American Transmission Company and Wood Communications for helping to make this afternoon's program possible. And we look forward to seeing you again next year. And now, a special salute to all who shared their excellence in broadcasting, and congratulations from your peers to all 2004 Excellence in Broadcasting Awards winners.